Hello everyone, welcome to Even the Scales. Thank you for clicking on my video today and I hope you're all having a good day. My name's Donna and today on my channel I am going to talk about what's happened since the last time I spoke to you in regards to the abuse that I'm being put through by some of the community here in Campbelltown, New South Wales. First of all though, I would like to do an acknowledgement of country and acknowledge the Dharawal people who are the true custodians of the land that I bring you these messages on today. I would also like to pay respect to elders past and present, as well as extend my respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people who are watching this video today. Since I spoke to you last, a lot more has been revealed to me about exactly who's behind a lot of the abuse that has been carried out on me, especially lately, over the past week or so. For those of you who haven't heard, my family, the majority of the community, the police and other authorities here in Campbelltown have been carrying out MK Ultra mind control abuse on me for some time now. This has been done to take my life. It's all a part of a police cover-up. This is why they are doing this. And I've been purposely isolated, and the justice system makes sure that I have no help whatsoever to help me in any way. And this has been going on for over a year. Very intense abuse that I've been going through. The mind control abuse is done to either take my life completely, either I get seriously sick, either mentally or physically, or I take my own life because I've lost hope in my life. This is basically what they are trying to make happen, and they have worked on this happening every single day for over a year now. The justice system are covering up several matters, including the fact that I lived with domestic violence for over 10 years, and they are covering up how the police responded to those calls because I never got the justice that I deserved in the situation that I've been in. I also reported a pedophile, and the police have done nothing about that person. They are covering up for that person. There is also a police officer that has committed very violent crimes against women, very serious crimes, and they are covering up for that person as well. And my family have also stolen an inheritance from me. They don't want to be held accountable for that, and the justice system helped them do it. I have police officers in my family and connected to my family that have been blocking justice for me for the past up to 10 years now. But particularly over the past, now I would say since 2015, because that was when I started needing the police when I was living in a domestic violence situation. And then from 2017 on, my family and the police have been carrying out psychological abuse on me. And then I wrote a letter in late 2023, and the letter just explained to the police all the injustices that I have been through and how I had reported the pedophile, and the fact that my family had stolen an inheritance. And after I wrote that letter, that's when they started paying the community here in Campbelltown to psychologically abuse me. And some of the community here have basically been trying to abuse me to death. And for the past week, it has been very, very intense, the abuse that I've been going through. To carry this out, they researched my life. They have collected information, really, really personal stuff, dating right back to my childhood, my family, people from the past, and a lot of the people that I've had around me over the past few years. they are the people that have given this information to the people that are like overseeing this whole operation of me being abused. And these people know absolutely everything about me, everything. I don't know whether these people got paid to give them this information about me, but some of the stuff these people know, it's like pieces of my soul have been stolen out from under me, because these people just know every single minute detail of my life, and they are using this information to carry out the abuse on me. A lot of the traumas that I've been through in my life, they are using those to just keep me reliving those traumas over and over and over. My human rights are being abused in really, really disgusting ways. There is a listening device in my home, in my car. All of my devices have been hacked. The police and the community can listen in my home to everything I am doing. And this is so that they can come up with creative ways to abuse me. This is so they can track me everywhere I go. And they're using the information that they're getting from watching me in my home, listening to me in my home. They're listening to the things I'm saying, the things I'm watching on the TV, the things that I listen to, and they're using all those things to carry out abuse, as well as the information that they have found out by researching my life. So they know absolutely everything about me. Every single minute of my life is watched, and like it's I've been like put under a microscope for the community to see, and just they're using like the things that I'm doing in the privacy of my own home to carry out abuse on me. Like they will mock things that I have done in my home, or they will, like, because a lot of the people that live close to me are involved in this, they will listen in on my home and they will base a lot of the abuse that they are carrying out on me around the things that I'm doing in my home. So there are actually people that live very close to me that are involved in this, and a lot of the abuse has stopped that has been going on here in Campbelltown. And this is because I've been speaking up about the environmental issues that a lot of this abuse has caused by the noise attacks that have been carried out for the past year here in Campbelltown. It's also due to the fact that I have spoken about some of the crimes that have been committed against me can be classed as international crimes against humanity. So it is because I am speaking up about those two things mainly, the environment and the impact this has had on the environment, and the fact that my human rights are being abused in just horrific ways. And those things class as international crimes against humanity. And I've been putting these messages out to save my life here, because no one else is going to save me. The police are involved in this. They actually encourage the community to abuse me whenever they can here in Campbelltown. And other organisations that I reach out to for help, they all try and manipulate me. They all turn a blind eye to the things that I am telling them that are happening to me. I never get any help from anyone, and this is because the justice system are blocking me from getting any help whatsoever. So there are only people that live very, very close to me that are able to affect me right now, because they can't carry out the noise attacks because of the effect they were having on the environment. And there's a lot of other things as well that they have stopped doing as much of. But the people that live close to me, very close, they are involved. There are 3 of them that live very close, and they have been working around the clock as a team to psychologically abuse me non-stop. And they are doing this by creating smells. You've probably read some of the posts that I've been putting up on my channel recently. And basically, I'm not even supposed to be here now. I'm not, because obviously the justice system have done this to people in the past. They have gotten away with it, just because of the fact that just everyone has been so confident in the way that they have carried out like just absolutely horrific psychological abuse on me. They're doing it in groups. I mean, it's thousands of people against one person here. They're being paid, and the way these neighbours are abusing me right now, it's just in the dirtiest, sneakiest, most diabolical way that you can ever imagine. They're using smell, and they're cooking food, and they are sending the food smell through into my home. Now, the smell engulfs my house. I thought at first that it may have been coming in through certain areas of my home, but it's not. When it comes in, it actually engulfs my home. It takes over my whole house. There's 3 of them doing this around the clock. The smells are sickening. They are so sickening. They make me sick. There's one that's cooking like burnt bacon and eggs all the time, and I think they're doing that like it's kind of like a mind control abuse thing, because the police, like here in Australia, a lot of the people refer to police as pigs, and they're cooking this bacon a lot just to play mind games, but they're burning things too, and they're making the smell come through, and it just gets sickening after a while to just keep smelling this burnt, disgusting smell. They are also burning cooking oil, olive oil, and they are just putting it in a deep fryer and just sending the smell up into the roof. And this just goes on constantly. They're also using one other smell, and it's like just disgusting. I don't know, some kind of burnt pie or something like that. It smells like pastries or something. But the smell is sickening. It gets distressing to me to put up with these smells to the point where, yeah, like it does. It gets to me, like as it would get to anyone going through something like this. And it's going through all my things, my clothes, my furniture. Like I've got cloth chairs, and it's just soaking into everything. And the thing is, I have begged these neighbours. I've tried to get help from my landlord. I have come to the conclusion they are definitely involved in this. They are covering up as well. They are involved, and they are allowing these neighbours to do what they are doing to me. The police know they are allowing these neighbours to do this to me. And these neighbours are just heartless. They are heartless people. There are some of them that just, I truly think they are getting enjoyment out of what they're doing. There was one person, they went out earlier today. They were sending the smells through my home when I woke up this morning, which was about 5 a.m. I think. They were putting the smells through into my home, and um, this person went out. One of them went out, and this person then come back home, and it wasn't 10 minutes after this person got back in their door that the smells were coming back through my house. So it's like this person just, they are obsessed. And the fact that there is a listening device in my house that these neighbours can listen in through, some of them have just got addicted to abusing me. And it's like they are just natural abusers that just get enjoyment out of watching me suffer. So it's like I am living amongst psychos right now that are just like, these people are sitting back, abusing me, waiting for me to die or take my life or to have an emotional outburst so that they can call an ambulance to come and take me away. And one of them even tried that the other day. They did. They tried that because they have been doing this intensely for about a week now with these smells. And the other night, I think I even made a video on here, might have been either the last one or the one before that. I explained how I had been calling out to these neighbours. I was begging them, please, please, can you stop sending this smell into my house? It's making me sick. Last night it was even making my eyes sting. It was. That's how strong the smells are. This is affecting my life a lot. It's affecting my sleep. It's affecting my routines. I meditate daily because I do have anxiety, bad anxiety. I meditate daily, and they know when I put my meditation on, and they will start sending the smells through. And yeah, they're working around the things that I'm doing in my home. But it's the fact that these people are watching me. They are literally listening to me suffer. They don't care. They keep doing what they're doing. It's like they are trying to kill me softly. That is exactly what is going on here. And if I speak out to anybody, no one helps me in this town. Um, Everyone knows what I'm going through here. No one helps because they're either getting paid or the justice system stops them from helping me. But it's the fact that what I'm trying to say is that these people they must be dangerous people to be this obsessed with carrying out abuse on another individual. These people have got to have, there's got to be something going on mentally. I mean, to actually stalk and constantly abuse and harass another human being from morning until night, sometimes till midnight, and the person is begging you, please, please, can you stop what you're doing? They are continuing. That to me straight away tells me these people are dangerous. Straight away. Anyone who can watch another human being suffer like that, there's a problem. And the fact that this person just went out and come home, and it wasn't 10 minutes after that person walked in their front door that the smell started back up again. This person could not wait. And it's because they have done so much to carry out abuse on me over the past year. So have the police. So have my family over the past 7 years. My family have. The police have for the past 7 to 10 years. The community here, some of them, it's been about 3 years. Some of them, it's been about a year. It's just got worse and worse and worse and worse as this has gone on. And because they have done so much, they don't want to be held accountable because they know when they're held accountable, some of them are going to be up for attempted murder. I mean, these people are working around the clock to cause me mental, physical illness, or to make me lose hope in life. So this is why I have to speak up for myself. I'm saving my own life here. There's no one else to help me. That's why I'm making these videos, and I know, you know, I have to repeat things. I have to say the same things on every video that I put out. But that's because of the urgency of the matter that's going on here. The situation has changed. I am seeing progress in the way that because I have been putting these messages out, I have seen that a lot of the abuse has stopped, but that's only because that abuse was causing environmental issues, and there's crimes that are being committed against humanity here, international war crimes that are being committed here, and there is still a listening device in my house. So my human rights are still being abused every day and have been for over a year. And I'm going to keep speaking out about that every day if I have to. And at first, I thought it was just the one neighbour. I did. But then yesterday, I realised like how it's just engulfing my home, and it just takes over my whole home. And there is a crack in my roof. So they are somehow putting the smells up their exhaust fans, and it's being directed all into my unit. I mean, the landlord's involved, the justice system's involved. So, if these people want to make something happen, they will make it happen. They can pretend they're carrying out maintenance and let people into the roof and things like that, which has happened before. So, you know, people might think I'm taking a risk speaking out like this about it, but this has been going on for over a year. I know these people are involved, and they actually proved it to me over the past few days. And that's what seems to be happening. The more and more that these people try and do to cover their tracks at this point, it's exposing them more for who they are and what they're doing. And it's allowing me to speak more freely about what's going on. I mean, there's no one to help me. So I have every right as a human being to put a video out to save my own life because there's no one else to help me. It's as simple as that. My family know this is happening to me. Some of them are listening in on my home, and people that are connected to them are listening in on my home as well. The pedophile that I reported in 2020 has permission to listen into my home. The violent cop has permission to listen into my home. This is how severely my human rights are being taken from me. My free will has been taken from me. My family have just stolen pieces of my soul and kept it for themselves due to their greed and jealousy. So they're trying to make me look schizophrenic. That's why they're using smell, and that's why I say it's so sneaky. And it's so unfair. It's so unfair because there's no one to talk to this about, no one. And I'm getting this from all directions. There's 3 neighbours that are close to me that are putting this smell through into my house constantly just to try and drive me mad. And when I told my landlord about what was happening to me, their response was that we can't stop people cooking in their own homes. And I mean, some of this cooking goes on at 2:30 a.m. in the morning. Sometimes it's a deep fryer that gets used from 2:30 in the morning until midnight. That has happened. So, I mean, in all of these units, there is only one inhabitant in each of them. So, I mean, that person must be eating a lot of fried food to have the deep fryer on from 2:30 a.m. in the morning until midnight. I mean, that just doesn't make sense to me. And when something gets to the point where it is affecting someone's health to this extent and ruining their home and the things that they have worked so hard to achieve in their life, this is when it becomes like severe, severe abuse. No one should have to go through this. And it's all being done to me because of some abusive people, very abusive people and thieves that just don't want to take accountability for what they've done. And, they're actually allowed, they've got the privilege of listening into my home watching me, waiting for me to die. That's what they're doing. They're waiting for me to die. So I'm going to keep speaking up to save my own life. And I just want to know if there's anyone out there that can help me in any way possible. I would really appreciate it. Any advice you could give me, any legal advice on this matter, um, anyone that can help me with reporting what's going on here. And I will leave my email address in the description box so that anyone who wants to contact me can. And I'm going to keep speaking out about this every day if I have to. And I guess that's all for today. But if it gets worse again today, I will definitely get back on here today because I'm not putting up with this smell. And I know exactly where it's coming from now. It's coming in through a crack in my roof. And I know this by the way that it's engulfing my whole house. And there are 3 neighbours doing this, 3 of them. So if you've watched this video, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you can help me in any way, please reach out, let me know, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Oh, also, like, if you can share the video, any of my videos at all, I'd really appreciate that too. Or if you just like the video, it helps the information get out there so that people can find out what's going on here in Campbelltown, New South Wales. Thanks again, and God bless. Bye for now.